women equal to one man. Therefore, under all circumstances, two women is always equal to one man. Let's analyze. As I said, let's analyze the Quran as a whole. If you read the Quran in Surah Nur, chapter number 24, verse number 6, it states that if any of you put a charge against your spouse, and if they have no evidence, their solitary evidence is sufficient. Means if a husband wants to put a charge against the wife, or the wife has to put a charge against the husband, if they have got no witnesses, their solitary evidence is sufficient. This verse clearly indicates that one woman witness is equal to one witness of man. There are several cases which the jurists agree that even in cases of sighting of moon, one woman witness is sufficient. Some jurists say that in the beginning of Ramzan, one witness is required. At the end of Ramzan, two witnesses are required. It does not make a difference whether they are man or woman. There are certain cases in which man's witness cannot be accepted. Only woman's witness is accepted. All are waiting for the answer, I believe. Suppose you want to give a witness for the burial bath of a woman. After a woman dies, the witness for a burial bath can only be given by a woman. And only in extreme cases, when you can't find woman, then can the husband give the witness. So here, the woman witness is preferable. Hope that clarifies the doubt, brother.
Those who are interested in writing question on the slips, you may kindly raise your hands so that we have assistants standing around. They could come and help you out with the slip of paper or a pen or whatever is required, so that and it can be passed on down the sides of the stage to me, so we can carry on as a secondary preference later on. May we have the next question from the sister on the top, please?
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Shehla. I would like to ask, why is polygamy permitted in Islam, and that is why is a man allowed to marry more than one wife?
Sister asked the question that why is polygamy permitted in Islam? That is, why is a man allowed to marry more than one wife in Islam? The polygamy actually means that a person who has more than one spouse is divided into two categories. Polygyny, in which a man has more than one wife, and polyandry, in which a woman has got more than one husband. People normally think polygamy means a man can marry more than one wife. Polygamy means both. A person having more than one spouse. If a man has more than one wife, it's called polygyny. And if a woman has more than one husband, it's called polyandry. But since the sisters mainly asked the question, why is a man allowed to marry more than one wife? I will answer, why is polygyny allowed in Islam? Quran happens to be the only religious book on the face of the earth which says marry only one. There is no religious book on the face of the earth which says marry only one. You read the Gita, you read the Veda, you read the Ramayana, you read the Mahabharata, you read the Bible. Nowhere is it mentioned marry only one. It's only mentioned in the Quran. In fact, if you read the Hindu scriptures, most of the kings had several wives. King Dashrath had more than one wife. Lord Krishna had several wives. If you read the Jewish scriptures, the Jewish law allowed polygyny. It was only in the 11th century when Rabbi Gershom ben Yehuda, he passed a synod and said polygyny should not be allowed. Still it was practiced by the Sephardic Jewish community in the Muslim countries until in 1950 the chief rabbinate of Israel put a ban on it. The Christian Bible allows polygyny. Only a couple of centuries ago, the church put a ban on it. Even if you analyze the legal aspect of India, the Indian law allowed a Hindu man to have more than one wife. It was only in 1954, when the Hindu Marriage Act was passed, and if I'm wrong, Justice Qazi can correct me, when the Hindu Marriage Act was passed in 1954, which put a ban and prohibited the Hindu man to marry more than one wife. If you see the statistics, according to a committee report on the status of women in Islam, which was published in 1975 on page number 66 and 67, it states the percentage of polygamous marriages. And it said that the percentage in which the Hindu did polygynous marriages, it was 5.06. And the percentage of Muslim polygynous marriages was only 4.31. Let's leave the statistic aside. Let's come to the main point. Why does Islam allow polygyny? As I mentioned earlier, Quran is the only religious book on the face of the earth which says marry only one. It's mentioned in Surah Nisa, chapter number 4, verse number 3, that you can marry women of your choice in 2s, 3s or 4s. But if you can't do justice, marry only one. The statement, marry only one, is only given in the Quran. It's not there in any other religious books. In pre-Islamic Arabia, men had several wives. Some people had hundreds of wives. Islam put an upper limit to polygamy, maximum 4. And you can have more than one wife only on the condition that you can do equal justice between the two, or between the 3 or 4. Otherwise, only one. And the same surah, Surah Nisa, chapter number 4, verse number 129 says that it is very difficult for a man to be just between his wives. So polygamy is an exception. It is not the rule. Many people think that Islam says we should compulsory marry more than one wife. There are 5 categories of do's and don'ts in Islam. First category is compulsory, which is fard. The second category is recommended or encouraged. The third category is the permissible category. The fourth category is the discouraged category. And the last is prohibited or forbidden. Polygyny falls in the middle category of permissible. There is no statement in any hadith on the Quran which says that if a man marries more than one wife, he is a better Muslim than a person who marries only one wife. Let's analyze logically. Why does Islam allow a man to marry more than one wife? By nature, men and women are born, male and female are born in equal proportion. But medical science tells us that the fetus, if it's a female, is more stronger than the male fetus. Pediatric knowledge tells us that a female child has got more resistance than the male child. A female child can fight germs and disease much more stronger and a better way than the male child. Medical science tells us that the female is health-wise a stronger sex than the male. So, in the pediatric age itself, the female ratio is higher than the male ratio. Wars take place in the world, and during wars, more male are killed than the female. Even in the recent war which took place in Afghanistan, approximately more than 1.5 million people were martyred, out of which most of them were men. Statistics tells us that accidents take place. More of the men die in accidents than the females. More male death takes place due to cigarette smoking than female death. Therefore, you have more female in the world as compared to the male. India is one of the countries, besides a few of the Asian countries and Africa, in which the female population is more